After this short intro, hello and welcome to my first review/unboxing video. Today I'm going to show you the Stairville CB-100 LED color beam. So this is how the package should look like when you get it. When you open it, you will first get your IEC core, which is quite short, but I think it's long enough. So now let's get the color beam out of the box. So this is the LED color beam. Now let's come to some details. So at the back we don't have a cooling fan, so we don't have any issues because this unit is so loud. Turning it, we can see that we also have a 3-pin DMX in and out, and we have our IEC in and out, and we also have a safety eye for a safety rope to save the unit from not falling down. So at the other side we have our LED display with 4 buttons so that we can select our different mode, for example DMX mode. At the front we have our lens, which allows us to have a narrow beam. On the side we have our bracket, so we can hang the light from a truss or set it on a table or anything like that. And what I quite like about this particular fixture is that we have a color wheel, which allows us to have great colors and don't have any issues while mixing colors. Because of the narrow beam we would have 2 colors while mixing it with an RGB LED. For example green and red, we would have 2 beams. Now let's come to some facts about the color beam. It has a 10-watt high-powered LED, which is quite bright. With 3 kilograms, it's really lightweight, and it's no problem to hang it up with only one hand. It has a color wheel which delivers 7 colors plus white, rainbow effect and split colors. We also have an electronic dimmer, so we can dim the light from 0 to 100%. So at the end of the video I'm going to show you some impressions of the color beam. For those of you who already have seen my video Light Show 1, you already have seen the amazing beam effects. But first of all I'm going to show you the DMX mode. So now I've plugged in my DMX controller and the light itself, and let's go more into depth with the DMX mode. You might have not heard it because I'm talking and talking all the time, but the light just went through all the colors in the color wheel and it was really quick and there was no noise at all. By the way, this is the user manual. Actually I'm showing you the German version, but you can also get it in English. Both are delivered. So now let's come to the DMX channels. This is, by the way, my controller, and now let's begin. Channel 1 is the dimmer, but nothing will happen if you don't open up the shutter on channel 3, which I will do now. So we can see we have a nice white. On channel number 2 we have the different colors. They are really bright, and I'm now going to shut up and maybe you can then hear the color wheel, but it's really quiet. On the second channel you can also do the rainbow effect. On the last channel you have different functions like blackout while the color wheel is rotating, or sound control, or reset all channels. This is what you can do with the DMX mode on the Stairville CB-100 LED color beam. But now I'm going to do a little comparison to the American DJ Mega Tripod profile. So the color beam is now about 5 meters away from the wall. Later I'm going to add the American DJ wash light, which is about 2 meters away from the wall. At first I'm going to show you the different colors. They are really bright and intensive. So what you can see is that this is a really nice sharp circle. I apologize for that. And what I forgot to mention is that on channel number 3 there is also a nice strobe effect. When you don't open the shutter on the full length, you will have a nice strobe, which can be really fast. So let's begin with the first color, which is blue. After that we have a nice yellow, purple, green, red, which is really dark, but I think that problem is at manufacturers. Then we have a light blue and an orange. Then we have white again, and then we begin with the split colors. So we have white and blue, blue and yellow, yellow and pink, pink and green, green and red, red and light blue and orange and white. So this is a really slow rainbow effect, and while this is happening we can also do a strobe effect. We can also make the color wheel move faster and really fast until it comes to a point where we say, okay, it's going to change the side. Also to really fast, which is quite fast. And what I really like is that the color wheel can rotate independently and infinitive in one bound. So while the color wheel is rotating and we have a nice rainbow effect, I'm going to add the American DJ Mega Tripod profile. This is just a red, and I'm going to change the color on, let's say, green. And you can see the color beam is definitely brighter. And maybe let's do another blue. You can see it's really bright. So I would have never thought that a 10 watt LED could be so bright, and this is a really positive side of the LED color beam.
Atom bomb baby, loaded with power, radioactive as a TV tower, a nuclear fission in her soul, loves with the electronic control. Atom bomb baby, little atom bomb, I want her in my wigwam. She's just the way I want her to be, a million times hotter than TNT.
So finally, these were some impressions of 3 color beams, and now let's come to my opinion. I think the color beam is a wonderful effect which has never been on the market like that before, which is really cheap. I have never seen something like that before. I like that effect. It's a beam, and yes, you have a high power LED, and yeah. I would recommend the Stairville CB-100 LED color beam for nearly everyone, for DJs, mobile DJs, but also for smaller events where you want to have a special effect. So this light is one of my favorite lights. I really like them, and if you liked my video, then you can leave a like and maybe you can subscribe. See you, thanks for watching.